guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's vlog. I am Ashley if you are new, and if you are new, please go ahead and stop what you're doing, do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button as well as that notifications bell so that you and I can become acquainted and so we can do things like this on the regular. So you guys, we need to discuss Married at Medicine reunion part 1. Hopefully y'all watch it. If you don't, I understand, but you still might be. I was essentially Married to Medicine, of course, is a reality show on Bravo. I'm sure most of y'all probably watch it if you watch TV anyway. So they had a reunion this past Sunday, and it was part 1 of the reunion. There were so many things about this particular reunion that did not sit well with me, which is why I feel so compelled to come and discuss it with y'all, because I have a feeling that we need to talk about this in the comments, essentially. So of course, on Married to Medicine, there's a girl on there by the name of Quad. So with Quad, she is not the most popular girl as it pertains to the group of ladies. She is somebody who used to be married to a psychiatrist, Dr. Greg. So they used to be married. So that's when this show initially started. Just giving you a little bit of background for those who don't watch Married to Medicine or don't watch TV. I ain't gonna go all the way back to the beginning though. But basically, Quad used to be married to Dr. Greg. Dr. Greg and Quad got a divorce. Dr. Greg now has a new wife, and they have brought her on the show. He actually got married to the girl on the show. This is a girl that he met via a DM, and the girl dropped like a baby emoji in the DM because he's like in his mid-50s, if I'm not mistaken, and he doesn't have any children. And from what I understand, of course, that was one of his dreams, is to have a kid. He didn't have no kids with Quad before they got divorced. So there's that. So not only is Dr. G now back on the show, he wasn't on the show. Once him and Quad got divorced, it was just Quad. She still remained on the show, even though she wasn't Married to Medicine, which I kind of never agreed with, but whatever. Obviously, I'm not a producer on the show. So anyway, so Quad is still a cast member. Dr. Greg they have now brought Dr. Greg and his new wife that he met via a DM on Instagram with a baby emoji in the DM. So they have brought her and Dr. Greg on the show with Quad. To me, number one, that was messy as hell, but that's not what we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss the reunion, right? So Quad has, what I would say, within the past couple of years, she has not been tight with the girls. She is somebody who you can kind of tell that she is kind of like, she don't really rock with them outside of filming, right? Now, most of these women are very close and they hang out even beyond filming, but Quad is not that girl. She really don't see it for the girls, and she is only there for a check, and it's very obvious. So because of that, they kind of outcasted her. They kind of low-key kind of tried to kick her off the show, if you will. But anyway, she still came to the reunion. Now, Quad, again, is somebody who does not gel well with the other ladies. They just kind of have written her off because she is essentially antisocial as it pertains to the other girls. And I feel like it's rightfully so. If y'all really don't rock with her and you can tell that she's only here for a check, it is your definite prerogative to not rock with this girl. However, and also let me also say this before I even get into what I didn't like about the reunion. I am not a Quad fan. Let's say that. I'm not a Quad fan. I can understand parts of her personality that people do not like. So I understand why people don't like her. But the fact that they were so mean to her at the reunion, it's making me empathize with Quad, because I'm an empathetic person, right? Most people are, hopefully, unless you're like a sociopath. But anyway, so at the reunion, they're going back and forth, and it's like Dr. Simone, who's an OBGYN, and then Quad are kind of going back and forth, and they're saying, well, when did you check on me? Or it's like, we don't rock with each other, essentially, and did you check on me? When did you check on me? Dr. Simone was saying, I have checked on you since, after I've checked on you personally without the cameras rolling specifically, right? So Quad was like, well, when did you check on me? And she was alluding to that she was going through her own stuff or whatever, and that's the reason why she wasn't as social with the ladies, because she had some things going on. So as Simone is trying to prove her point that she has indeed checked on Quad throughout the season without, well, throughout, I would say, the relationship without the cameras rolled. So essentially, when Quad was saying to Dr. Simone, when have you checked on me? So Dr. Simone was so hell-bent on proving her point that she was like, well, I checked on you. And then Quad was like, well, when? I think that's, I can't even recall exactly how it went because this was a few days ago when I watched it. But essentially, Dr. Simone was going to bring up this situation that happened with Quad. Essentially, her niece drowned. It's like her niece or her great niece. Quad has a house with a pool. And I think over last year, the little girl, unfortunately, as tragic as it was, she drowned in Quad's pool, right? So of course, now mind you, this is not an incident that they talked about on the show at all. Probably because it's a very detrimental situation. Who wants to really have that, you know, displayed on national TV? However, but it's also because Quad really was only on probably like 3 episodes the entire season because, again, they kind of outcasted this girl. So Dr. Simone was like, oh, I did check on you. And then as Quad had a feeling that she was going to mention this particular incident, and that's the reason why she checked on her is, you know, because her niece drowned it. And Quad had a sense that she was going to bring it up. So she stopped her. She was trying to stop her from saying this because this is something that is, you could tell it just hurts her so deeply. I mean, who wouldn't be hurt by this situation? So she's like, she's still trying to prove her point. That was what was important to her, was to prove her point that she has indeed checked on Quad. So Quad is like, no, Simone. She's like looking at her so sincerely, looking like she's about to break down, y'all. It was the saddest thing I've seen almost on reality TV. So Simone was like, I checked on you. That she was like, there was an incident at her house. And then Quad is like, Simone, like, please, like, essentially begging her and pleading with her, do not bring this up on TV. Simone was like, yeah, her niece or her great niece drowned at her house. And it was like, so like, it was, again, this is not something, it was probably on the vlogs and on like social media, but it was not something they talked about on the show whatsoever. So the majority of the viewing public who's watching the reunion, they didn't even know about this, right? But now they know because what? Simone was so hell-bent on proving her point that she checked on her and then she had to go out of her way to hurt this girl. Quad just broke down crying. She can barely even talk. Like, she was sitting next to Phaedra. Phaedra had to console her. It was sad as hell. It doesn't matter if you don't like this girl. You have to have some sort of compassion, right? Like, it was just so bizarre to me. It was like because of that, and it was just so bad, it made you like feel like Quad, like it made you feel for Quad. And mind you, people haven't really been seeing it for the girl because she does have this kind of attitude where it's like, I don't want to be around y'all. This is only a job for me, that sort of thing, right? So, but it literally made you be like, oh my God, these girls are the mean girls. And now you're sympathizing with Quad. Like I said, who wouldn't? So anyway, Simone, I just lost so much respect for her. And I think she's amazing for the most part because, of course, she's a Black OBGYN. She's an OG. She's been on the show from day one. I like her family. I like her husband. I like her kids. Like, she's loud, and she has had some instances where her personality would be in question, or she hasn't always been perfect. Let's just say that, Simone. But I always had respect for her. But it was like so sad to see that it was more important for her to prove her point and to almost out this situation on TV that was so unnecessary about such a tragic, sad ass situation. But that, you didn't even think about that. And this girl is literally trying to stop you. Like, please give me grace. Like, show me a little bit of mercy. Like, I'm trying to hold myself together on TV at this reunion and you are about to break me down. Like, and that's exactly what she did. So I don't know how y'all felt about it. I just, like I said, for me, I just lost so much respect for Simone. I know people probably ate her ass up online, as they should have. I don't necessarily believe in like trolling people, but it was just so ugly, and it was just so, it was so visceral. Like, I just could not believe, like, it was giving, it was ugly. I would love to know your guys' thoughts on that particular part of the reunion, because it just, it made me not want to see Simone on TV no more. Like, I'm like, girl, like what type of person are you to do that to somebody? Like, that shit was pretty freaking foul. So another thing that annoyed me on this particular reunion is Dr. Jackie, girl. Okay, Dr. Jackie, which if you know anything about the show, if you watch the show, or if you are somebody who's like on the social medias about people giving their reviews, a lot of people say that Dr. Jackie is the real villain of the show. And she comes off as like, well, she is the elder. She's also an OBGYN. She's also been there since the inception of the show, etc. So people kind of like, she's kind of like the voice of reason, the most neutral person, the person that is kind of like the mother figure of the group. I think she might be the oldest one on the cast. Not coming for her because, baby, we all strive to get older. You know what I mean? So not coming for her age or whatever, but she is kind of known as the voice of reason, the elderly kind of like oracle of the group, if you will. Now, Dr. Jackie has recently, and I don't know if we talked about this when this happened on the blog a few blogs back, but Dr. Jackie obviously is a Black OBGYN. She has championed recently, I would say, Kamala Harris, VP. She has this whole thing about, well, obviously a lot of awareness has been created about Black immortality, Black women having Black immortality as it pertains to pregnancy. A lot of Black women die from pregnancy because the doctors don't take their concerns or their complaints about how they feel seriously, right? So Dr. Jackie has teamed up with Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris apparently has some sort of initiative to create more awareness as it pertains to this particular subject. Now, Dr. Jackie has teamed up with her. She was on the show. It was all great. But after that happened, maybe like the next day or the day after, some clip resurfaced of her being on Dr. Heavenly's podcast or on her YouTube channel. And she was basically, Dr. Heavenly was asking her, hey, you know, why don't doctors take us women seriously, Black women seriously, when they're telling them how they feel during pregnancy? And Dr. Jackie was basically like, because Black women are dramatic and they cry wolf, and doctors just don't believe them because they super dramatic, and this is essentially what it is. So obviously her, and she was very matter of fact about this. Now, granted, this interview was probably like from 3 or 4 years ago, but it doesn't matter because it was very contradictory. I mean, it was a direct contradiction from her initiative with Kamala Harris. So that clip resurfaced. People was, of course, dragging a girl, Dr. Jackie, online. She came out with a video where she did not apologize. She kind of not necessarily doubled down on it, but she kind of gaslit everybody in the video as if they don't have ears and they didn't hear what she said out their own damn ears. Now, a couple of days later, she came out with another like pseudo apology, but still not really taking accountability. So, of course, they brought this particular thing up at the reunion. So Dr. Jackie starts crying. She has these crocodile tears, and it's more so not that she's remorseful about her comment. It was more so that she was sad about how people were attacking her online, and she didn't like how that shit felt, right? So never once did Dr. Jackie apologize for the situation, especially not on TV. This was her opportunity, but somehow, some way, the people who quote unquote attacked her about her comment, and then they became the villains, and she's now the victim, and now she's on here crying and shit. Girl, get out of here with that. Like I said, that was her opportunity to apologize to people and say, hey, my initial response was, people, I don't know where to pee. It's either you don't have PR or your pride is over your PR. It's like you don't have anybody, like there's no PR training, or your pride is just so much greater than your PR training. Like, because anybody with a little bit of PR training would have knew that was not a good response, especially this, because this is your opportunity. This is the platform. This is what people want to hear you say. You know what I mean? So anyway, somehow, some way, Heavenly comes into because Heavenly and Dr. Jackie are like thick as thieves, besties, all of this or whatever. So Heavenly comes into the fold and she's like, oh, I thought Quad might have been the one to leak that clip. As if there aren't, first of all, it's on your platform. Matter of fact, from what I understand, she hasn't even taken the video down and she's still being monetized for this particular video on her YouTube. So girl, get out of here with that. I mean, it's a simple YouTube search. I'm sure, millions of people watch Married to Medicine. So as soon as they saw her doing this initiative with Kamala Harris, somebody out of these millions of people who watch this show remembered what she said to Dr. Heavenly on the show, and then the clip resurfaced. But somehow, some way, Dr. Heavenly is saying that she thought Quad might have had something to do with it. Yeah, so essentially, Heavenly, in my opinion, tried to say, well, her and Jackie kind of came together and tried to accuse Quad of releasing the clip that was clearly available to the public on YouTube for anybody to release, and try to put that on her. Like, she didn't even have any direct beef with Jackie, so why would she even do that? It's more so y'all are trying to deflect and do anything but take accountability for, well, for Jackie, for the stuff that came out of her mouth, but also Heavenly, you are trying to stay in her good graces and you don't want her to blame you for asking the question on your platform. But what you need to be doing is asking her to take that video down. How about that? So people don't have that reference point. Even though, you know, as we all know, with screen recording and with Beyonce's internet, essentially, there's nothing that's going to disappear. So again, Jackie, in my opinion, over the years, especially when, I don't know if you guys remember when Buffy was on the show, she used to like fat shame her. She used to even fat shame her bestie, Dr. Heavenly. She always was coming for her about her weight. So Jackie is just, to me, I can see why people say that she is the real villain of the show 100%, because you are a, like I said, you fat shame people. Not only that, you certainly have mean girl tendencies, and she likes to use Heavenly as her, like, as her mouth or whatever, as her voice to do her dirty work, because Heavenly don't give a damn. Like, she's there to make good TV and to maintain relevancy on the show. So she don't really give a damn what she don't have. There's no line, in my opinion, that Heavenly won't cross. There's nothing that she won't say out of her mouth unless she's not a fan of this person. Like Jackie, she's never going to come for Jackie. She's not coming for her. That is her ace boom coon. But when it comes to other people, she will say damn near anything out of their mouth. And don't even remotely say something about her or her husband, girl, especially her husband. She coming for your ass with vengeance. So I just, it was just a lot about that reunion that just did not sit well with me. I'm interested to see how it's going to go this next, I think it's a 3-part reunion. So of course, I'm publishing this vlog on Sunday. So tonight, which actually, I don't know if it's coming on tonight, on Sunday night, because the Oscars are coming on Sunday night. So I know a lot of times when the Oscars come on, a lot of the like popular shows won't come on because of the Oscars. Similar to like the Super Bowl, they'll kind of like put flag that day or whatever and just come back the following week when that big event is over. But curious to see how the rest of this reunion is going to go. Disappointed, very disappointed in Jackie as well, with Dr. Jackie as well as Dr. Simone. I just did not, I don't see it for them. And of course, Dr. Heavenly, I mean, y'all almost just as bad as Dr. Heavenly, but it's like her mouth is so horrible. Y'all don't look as bad, but Simone got a horrible mouth too. But Heavenly's mouth is so bad, she kind of makes everybody seem pretty mild, because she will damn near say anything. But that's a Miami girl for you. I ain't even gonna hold you, because I find that, and I shout out to the Miami people. If you're from Miami, shout out to you. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know, girls from Miami they will say some stuff that will crush your heart, and there's almost nothing that they won't say. So yeah, if you know somebody from Miami, then you know what I'm talking about. They got some slick tongues, honey. That's all I can say. But anyway, enough about the show, with this long ass intro. But I would love to know what you guys think about the reunion. Did you watch the reunion? What were your thoughts? Do you think that Dr. Simone was out of pocket, or am I tripping? Do you think that Dr. Jackie was lacking accountability, or am I tripping? Is she really the victim? Who knows? Let's talk about it in the comments if you made it. And also, before we get into this vlog, if you're new, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button again, because we would love to have you over here on the channel as a part of the family. And with all that being said, girl, let's go ahead and get into the actual vlog. It's Monday morning, so you know what that means. Pulling up on my homeboy, Tredarius Jones. Okay, guys, so the Adidas, I reordered them in a size 7.5 because the 7 was given way too small. So I'm really hoping the 7.5 is perfect. Hoping I didn't need to get a 8, but yeah. So wish me luck, because I really want this shoe, y'all. This is like I haven't been this excited about a shoe since probably the Asics last year, the Kayano Joe 14. So crossing my fingers, let's see what it's giving. So you guys, they fit perfectly, actually, almost too perfectly, but I know if I go one more half size up, they'll be too damn big. So I absolutely love them. I think they are freaking adorable. And I'm just super glad that I did not get like the regular like flat Sambas last year, because I damn sure was about to. Yeah, I know they went like super viral, still super viral. But these are just a little bit flyer in my opinion, a little bit more flattering for the girls because they're not as flat. So if you are considering some Sambas, I would definitely recommend getting these. And they got the cute ass little gum sew. So we love them, happy to have them. And something tells me that I'm probably gonna end up getting them in the black with the white stripes, and then they also have some white and green ones. Like I literally might end up getting all three. So super cute, we love them. These folks been on my mind for like 3 days, so you know I had to pull up. Parmesan crust me, baby. So I'm out here at Acres Mill, about to go to Longhorn, of course, and I noticed that they have a Burlington over here, like right next door. If you live in the A, then you know exactly where I'm talking about, where they have a Whataburger. They got a Whataburger right there, the Chick-fil-A right, or the Chipotle and the Chick-fil-A, and there's a Burlington. I'm just so surprised. I mean, I'm happy they're over there, and I actually want to go in there and see what they got going on. But right across the street from Longhorn and Hope Daddy, and I've been seeing Hop Daddy a lot on their advertisements on YouTube actually. So I kind of want to go there too, but you know I'm going to Longhorn. So we got a mango margarita with a sugar rim, and yeah, let's see what it's given. I guess this is the long pour. It looks good. So this is their, I think, Southwest shrimp. It looks really good. So because I'm a fatty, I got rice and loaded mash with the Parmesan crusted chicken. Yes, and. If you know, you know. Their Parmesan crusted anything slaps. I'm so tipsy off this drink. Wow, it's a lot going on at Atlantic Station today. I'm a baby, born in the 80s. Crap. They got Hobnob at Atlantic Station so turned, y'all. Oh, wow. I'm low-key shocked. I never heard him this loud. H&M with the very cute bomber jackets with the vibes. Those are hella cute. I'm out here for one reason only. Some candles and some hand soap. Have y'all smelled these number 42 or number 33 candles? Never saw these before. Let's see. Oh, they want people to help them to name these candles. I see. Y'all, look at this dog. He got shoes on. He got shoes on. So cute. Here looking to see if they have any remnants of the studio collection left, but they don't. But I have. So these are my Bath & Body Works pickups with my coupons. The candles are on sale for $12.95. The hand soaps are on sale for $3.50, I think. And then I had a 25% off coupon. And then I also had a free trial size item. So I paid $26 for all of this stuff after tax. So I got this pineapple mango hand soap. I love their hand soaps. I know they're a little bit they're overpriced, but I only get them when they're on sale. So there's that. I also got this Amethyst Dreams in hand soap. Let's see what it goes. I needed some candles as always, so I got this sun drenched linen, which is one of my favorites. I also picked up this one. Is called Springtime in Paris because I wish I was enjoying springtime in Paris. So this is going to be my way to live vicariously through a candle. And then lastly, I got this hand cream. Again, this was a free item. So this is the Tutti Frutti Candy They got a little bunny on there, so I guess it's like an Easter collection or something like that, and that was free. And the regular price is $9, so $26 after tax for all of these. And y'all know this freaking candle normally is $26.95 plus tax, so yay, I love it. Hey guys, just coming in to end off this week's vlog. When I tell you I am exhausted, and not only am I exhausted, but I am also stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey girl, because y'all saw I went to Longhorn earlier today, and oh my god, it was so much food. I probably brought like 75% of the food home because they gave me so much food, and it was only the lunchtime food too, so it was like the lunchtime portion. I'm like, ooh, I know that dinner is probably enough to feed a family of 4. But anyway, so I'm going to unwind and sit down and try to find me something to watch. I know a lot of people are watching Love is Blind. Sonia, my friend Sonia, who y'all know, has been trying so hard to get me to watch Love is Blind, because we typically watch the same show, so we always, you know, talk about them and rap, and you know, we always discuss the show. So she is addicted to Love is Blind like a lot of people. And I tried to watch this show, but I just could not get into it. I watched the first season or whatever when it was like Lauren, and I forget her husband's name. I did watch it back then and it was good, but to me, just like watching that first episode, I couldn't even get through like the minute 20, because it was given like people know what type of show they're on. Then it's given I'm on a Netflix show, so I'm coming to put on for the Netflix show. So it doesn't give like the same organic feeling that I got when I watched it years ago when Lauren was on there. But anyway, so I say all of that to say I'm trying to find me something else to watch tonight, essentially. But oh, y'all know we talked about a couple of weeks ago on the vlog how the girl Draya, of course from Basketball Wives and Hoe fame, or deleting her Hoeness fame, as she said on a Breakfast Club interview years ago. We talked about how she was 39 years old and she was allegedly pregnant by a 21 or 22-year-old. So it was just speculation before, because people just kind of saw pictures that she was given pregnant. But she, on the other day, which was International Women's Day, she put out her she put out her pregnancy announcement that she is indeed pregnant, and she put out like these really beautiful photos. I will give her that. The photos are really pretty. But of course, people have been dragging this girl because it's official, and of course, the reason why it's so, not only obviously is there like a 17. Is it 17? Girl, the math is not mathing tonight. It's a 17-year age difference between her and the guy, but also her oldest son is the same age as him. So I think that is more so alarming and appalling to the people, so they have been dragging the girl. So I just wanted to come and give y'all that update. I'm sure you've seen it if you peruse social media sites. She is indeed pregnant, and she is indeed pregnant by somebody who could have went to high school with her son. So for me, it's very much ill, but you know, they do anything for a check these days, girl. So you know, it is what it is. But anyway, let me stop blabbling. If you made it to the end of the vlog, thank you so much for watching. Of course, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys and dolls in the next vlog.